This is it, man. New season coming. The season 6 will launch at February 22nd. And in case you thought there was going to be some new stuff, they haven't really announced anything, which is very, very sad. But I am still going to be playing for sure. I do, however, wish that they would take a little bit better care of the game and be a little more willing to put in some work. Now, I personally, if we go here to room words, we look up uh, room words, right? Um, there are a couple of room words that they could definitely let us have in other bases, or let us have in, you know, like just do something. Honestly, that's my main issue. Let us have this in swords, for instance, right? Because there's no sword category, since they don't want to really do any kind of work, and they don't want to let, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Since they don't want to do anything, then at least do that. Like, let us put um, stuff like, I don't know. Let's see if we can find something that would make very much sense real quick. Do, do, do. Mm, Put this in a sword, maybe, or I don't know, something like that. Put this in a bow. 100% put this in a bow, since there is an actual cold uh, Amazon. He really needs to mine his enemy cold rest, so let us have this in a bow. Um, Let us have this in a two-handed weapon, like a two-handed sword. Um, Maybe put this, nerf this a tiny bit, to be honest. Um, mm, Put this in a bow as well, just for the F of it. There's a cheap, that would be a cheap Boazon, cold Boazon build, starter bow that you would actually be able to get a hold of very early on, so that would make sense. Um, See if we can figure out some other stuff here that would be making a lot more sense. Change this for sure, because that is just a useful word, in my opinion. Change it up somehow, make it, I don't know, make it better than what it is, that's for sure. Add some new rumors is really what we want, but I highly doubt they will put that kind of work into the game. That requires them to actually sit down and come up with new stuff, which is not, it's not the sort of mentality. Um, Let us have this in a two-socket, a two-handed sword and a bow. Um, let us put this in a one-handed orb instead of a two-handed, you know what I mean? Let us have this in a one-handed too. So any one of the orbs, not just a staff. That would be amazing. That would be a major upgrade for the Fire Sword, since we don't have an actual Fire Sword weapon other than a shoot us basically, which is stupid. Or like a 6-socketed with 6 fire jewels in it, right? That would be the only thing that's really. Or put this in a. Let us have this in a 3-socket, in a 3-socketed orb as well. Let's have this in a two-handed sword, pole arms and spears. That way you can put it on a barbarian, an Act 5 barbarian as well. Makes more sense that you have it in all, or that you can use it on that too. Let's have this in a one-handed sword, some kind, or axe and sword, doesn't matter. Let's put this in a bow as well, just to see what it does. To be honest, let us. I don't know if Enigma shouldn't be changed really. Put this in a bow or a weapon of some kind. That would be fine as a weapon as well. And then just swap around on the uh, enhanced damage and enhanced defense. So now it's, if it's in a weapon, it's 150 to 200 E damage, and if it's, and then it'll give you enhanced defense instead, and if it's in the armor, it'll be like this. Let's do something like putting this in a helmet maybe. Wouldn't be too bad. I could, like, and this is just me coming up with shit on the fly here. Let us have this in a offhand for a necromancer. So it doesn't only have to be in a necromancer wand, but it could also be in your little zombie head you hold in the hand. I wouldn't mind that at all. It's will be a little bit underpowered. Like, I wouldn't say overpowered, but it's definitely powerful side of things. But again, like with Mosaic, who really gives a shit anymore? That stuff is powerful. Could put this in a weapon as well and just change it to enhanced damage if it's a weapon. Let's put this in a helmet or yeah, something like that. Actually, let's put this in the shield. Really, that would be immense. Putting this in the shield. This could go to a shield as well. Let's have this in a regular weapon too. You see, like, there is plenty of choices here. Let's have this in. No, that's fine as it is. Maybe change it a little bit, honestly. So it's 3 to 6, 3 to 6, 1 to 4. So the bare minimum you can get is 3. It's just, yeah. maces and staves. Let's have this in other bases as well, like a sword or something. That would be fine too. Just so we don't have to always look at the Hodo in a flail. We can see it in other things, which like an axe and a sword, right? That would make sense. Um, mm, how about we put this in a bow? Uh, there's so many opportunities here to just change like a slight bit of thing. Any little thing would make it feel like it's actually a new season and not just, you know, them being them not caring about anything, because that's what it feels like. Maybe put this in a helmet or something. I don't know if that would be too OP, but honestly, as I said, with the assassin mosaic right now, it doesn't really matter. Um, uh, when it comes to PvP, most of the time, that is if you're playing like a GM battle, there are certain things that aren't allowed to be used, but why not have more stuff when there's a possibility for it? Why are we limiting everything constantly? Why are we like being like, oh no, no, this is too good, or no, we don't want to do this because it takes time to actually do it. Like I do not understand the mentality behind Blizzard not being like willing to put a little bit of effort in, especially when they promised that that was what's gonna happen, and they said there was they didn't say, but there is 120 rumors in the game we haven't even seen yet, or like 100 at least. Why the fuck are we stuck on not just adding one or two new things every season, and people would be happy? Nobody is asking you to recreate fucking Rome here. We're just asking for like a tiny, tiny effort on your part, Blizzard. Come on, man. This can't be real. Change a couple of the uniques, man. For real. Just a couple. The change up the Tyrael's might. Change up like you know, there's plenty of things that could get changed real quick, and they would be so much more useful, and people would actually start trying to get them and trade for them. And yeah, but as of right now, 90% of this shit, you're not even picking it up. You're just walking straight past it. It sucks, honestly. As an aggregate player of this, it sucks to see this much potential just wasted when they have the opportunity to do something that's absolutely out of this world, and very, very unlike Blizzard to do something that's unique and unexpected. So I think the best way for you guys to kind of like make up for the shit you have made is change some of those things. And since you don't give a fuck about nerfing the mosaic, then why not just change other things so they make other builds equally as good, or not equally as good, but just at least playable, or like decent. It doesn't have to be the best of the best or beat mosaic or anything. I'm just saying, like, can we get something maybe that's just like in any kind of realm decent enough to where it's in the conversation, or is it only mosaic that's allowed to be in the conversation? That's what I'm not getting here. Change some of these set items so they're more valuable at low levels, or at least just to level up with, or something like that. Change so it's not always just like seconds. It's the only thing people ever use for lower level, and then the only thing they use for higher level are certain specific items like G-face, right? They'll pull out and put a G-face on because they're doing Ubers or something, and then they'll take it off and put something else on afterwards, which is waste of time or waste of product, in my opinion. They could have done so much more with that. Um, change the bases a little bit, maybe, so you have a better possibility for certain bases to drop. I'm not saying they should make the giant thresher something or F thresher something that drops every day, constantly, all the time, but just at least do a little bit of something, just the tiniest tiny bit, because otherwise it's really pointless. It is. It's super 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 pointless. Maybe change some of the runes a little bit. Maybe change some of the crafted. Who crafts a security or a safety build, right? Like who crafts that? Nobody. Nobody is crafting all these safety things. The only thing that people are crafting is the blood or the caster. Everything else just gets thrown out. Why not change that shit so everybody can make something out of whatever they find? I don't get it. I'm just um, not disappointed at the game, but disappointed in the fucking people who run that company and are trying to run it into the ground. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on this one. Um, I'll definitely be back playing this on like the 22nd of February, even though we probably won't see anything new in the game or anything exciting. I'll still be joining on the ladder run. I don't think I'll push for number one or anything, but I will be. I will be joining, and until then, you can catch me playing some Path of Exile or other stuff, and I'm finding that I enjoy that a lot more nowadays than I do playing Diablo, which is super 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 sad. After 16 years, I feel like I've been betrayed. But that being said, I am happy with them at least putting out a new season. I will be doing a massive giveaway for the 23rd. I think we'll do the giveaway, something like that. We'll give away at the bare minimums the current Hamadin that I'm using on ladder, and if everything goes right, we'll have the Hamadin Smiter build and hopefully one more. I'm not entirely sure on how and what we're sitting and needing on the others, but no matter what, I want to try and give away at least 2 builds, hopefully 3. And I won't be giving any mosaics or anything like that away because I'm so tired of like, having them come in the game and basically just annihilate everything, so I don't want to be giving that away. I'd rather give away something that has way more meaning and more interactive and fun, and less just melting everything without having to think. So yeah, that's gonna be the video for me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in my live stream or in the next